Hi everybody, my name's Brandon Cruz. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why you ought to be playing disc golf. I'm going to go over three main things. Number one, what is disc golf? Two, what are the benefits of playing disc golf? And three, how you get started. But before I do that, let me tell you how I got started in the sport. About 2 years ago, a good friend of mine named Sean introduced me to the sport. We were playing ultimate frisbee in a park. And after the game, he came up to me and he said, "Hey, have you ever thought about playing disc golf?" To be quite honest with you, I was very skeptical and hesitant. I didn't really know much about the sport, and it kind of sounded goofy, to be quite honest. But I gave it a shot. We went out to a park a few weeks later, and he was showing me how to throw, and he threw the disc. And I swear, that disc went about 500 feet. It just kept going and going and going. And from that moment, I said to myself, hey, I gotta learn how to do that. And I've been playing disc golf ever since. So let's talk about what exactly is disc golf. Disc golf is a sport that's played a lot like the sport of golf. But instead of using clubs to hit a ball, to get into a hole, you use your body to throw this disc to get into that basket that you see down the way. Disc golf courses are played in parks that are very moderate to terrain or very difficult in terrain. So it really gives or takes. The goal is to get the disc into the basket with the fewest amount of strokes. Now let's talk about some of the benefits of playing disc golf. The first off, it's the health benefit. The American Heart Association recommends that you get no less than 150 minutes of exercise every week. Disc golf can provide that exercise. As you see in this park, it's a nice sunny day out. There's going to be a lot of walking. So you could walk anywhere from 1 mile to 3 miles in a game of disc golf. Secondly, the time to play disc golf. Disc golf is extremely convenient to play. It takes anywhere between 1 hour or 2 hours to play a game of disc golf. So if you're a parent that doesn't have a lot of time for themselves, or you have a busy work schedule, fitting a round of disc golf in is extremely easy to do. Third is the cost of disc golf. Disc golf is almost free. I say almost free because the only thing you really need to purchase are these discs. Discs will cost between $8 and $19 for the very expensive discs. It won't cost more than $19, and they last almost forever. All right, so provided you don't lose them, disc golf, these discs will last a very long time. And you really don't need many. You can play a round of disc golf with just one disc. And the better you get at the game, the more discs you're gonna buy, because the discs do different things. And the more discs you have, and the variations of disc you have, you can do different things, and you can make the disc fly in different flight patterns. The other thing that's great about disc golf is the longevity that you can play the sport. I know so many disc golfers who are well into their 60s and they're still playing the sport, because the sport, while it does provide a lot of exercise, it's very low impact. There's not a lot of running, there's not a lot of pounding on the body. All you're doing is doing nice strong throws. So you'll find that your body lasts a lot longer than, let's say, CrossFit or playing basketball or playing football. You can play the sport forever. And the last reason why you ought to play disc golf is, quite honestly, it is extremely fun. All right? One of the funnest things about disc golf is that it's easy to learn. Once you grab the disc and you throw it, hey, you're well on your way to playing disc golf. It does not take a lot of effort. So while it's easy to play, it takes a very, very long time to master the game. So easy to learn, a lifetime to master. Another thing about disc golf is that you can really enjoy the sport with your family. I myself, my wife and my daughter, we go to the park all the time. We're always playing disc golf. Disc golf is kind of like a walk in a park with a purpose. You also meet a lot of people at disc golf. So most of my friends that I have today, I've met playing disc golf, and we share that bond, and we continue to share the joy of the game. So it's really fun to meet people. And then lastly, if you're like me, you want to compete. The Professional Disc Golf Association is the governing body of the sport. They hold over 2,500 sanctioned tournaments every year. And these tournaments have 9 levels of competition. everything from novice to men's pro. So there's a competition level for everybody. And another thing is that you travel a lot in disc golf. Each time you go out to play a course, it's like a new experience. It's like its own little adventure. You travel, you meet new people, and you discover new things, and you're enjoying the outdoors. So it's really awesome. Now let's talk about how you get started. Okay, there's 3 main ways you get started. Number 1, you might have a friend that already has talked about disc golf. You go up to that friend, talk to him about disc golf. I promise you, that person will do whatever they can to make sure you learn about disc golf. The second thing is YouTube. Go on YouTube, search disc golf. There's tons of tutorials to teach you how to throw the disc and tell you everything you need to know about the equipment. The last thing you want to do, if you still are a little bit hesitant, just type in the name of the city you live in and disc golf on a Facebook search, and you're gonna find a Facebook disc golf club. You get on that, post, and say, hey, I want to learn the game. Can anyone teach me? I promise you, your inbox will be filled with messages with people trying to help you learn about the game of disc golf. So let's wrap this up. We talked a little bit about what is disc golf. We talked about what are some of the benefits of disc golf. And then I told you 3 ways that you can get started on playing this game. The only thing you have to do now is go out, find a spot, get out to the park, and throw. It's a beautiful day. I hope to see you out on the course soon too. That's in the tree. I'll talk to you guys later.